Today I'm reviewing the HP Omen 16L TG03 gaming desktop with an Intel Ultra 7265F, NVIDIA RTX 5060, 16GB DDR5 RAM, and a 1TB SSD, bundled with a Thunderobot KG3089R gaming keyboard in black. If you want to check current pricing or availability, it's linked below. I've been using this system on my desk for real gaming sessions, creative workloads, and everyday multitasking over the past few weeks. These impressions reflect real-world behavior rather than just headline specs. Let's set expectations clearly. This is not a flagship enthusiast machine built for extreme 4K performance or ultra-high refresh competitive play without compromise. It's positioned as a balanced gaming desktop that handles mainstream titles well while also feeling responsive during daily tasks. In practical gaming at 1080p, the combination of the Intel Ultra 7265F and RTX 5060 delivers solid, steady performance. Competitive games like Valorant, Fortnite, and CS2 feel fluid at high settings, and frame pacing stays consistent without wild dips or spikes. Heavier AAA games at 1080p remain comfortable on high settings, though you'll sometimes dial down ultra details to keep stable frame rates, which is sensible for this GPU tier. At 1440p, performance still feels capable. You'll see playable frame rates on high settings in many modern titles, and again the experience stays predictable rather than wildly fluctuating. That steady behavior is the important part. It keeps gaming enjoyable across play sessions. Thermals and noise are practical for a desktop like this. Under sustained load, the cooling solution manages CPU and GPU temperatures without drama. Fans do spin up during intense gaming, and you'll hear them. It's not silent, but they avoid abrupt noise jumps that pull focus from gameplay. In everyday desktop use, acoustics settle into a modest hum that stays in the background. Memory and storage behavior align with real use. With 16GB of DDR5 RAM, multitasking feels smooth for typical gaming and daily workflows. If you're doing heavy creativity alongside gaming, large video edits, massive photo libraries, etc., you may find benefit from more RAM down the road. The 1TB SSD boots Windows quickly and loads games without long wait times. Over time, a growing game library might push you to add extra storage, but the capacity works well for a solid starter. Build quality and usability are straightforward. The Omen chassis feels purposeful without unnecessary flash, and internal layout doesn't feel cramped. That's useful because it makes upgrades, adding storage or memory, more approachable if you choose to expand later. The included Thunderobot KG3089R keyboard feels functional and ready to go. It's a solid bundle addition for people who want an out-of-the-box gaming setup without hunting for peripherals separately. It doesn't redefine keyboard feel compared with premium mechanical boards, but it complements the desktop without feeling cheap. Now let's be honest about limitations. The RTX 5060, while capable, is not chasing the highest performance at 4K resolutions. If your goal is ultra settings at 4K with high refresh targets, that's outside this configuration's design. It's instead focused on strong 1080p output and respectable 1440p performance. Also, 16GB of RAM is plenty for games and everyday multitasking today, but creative workflows or heavier simultaneous applications, virtual machines, huge photo libraries, etc., can benefit from upgrades to 32GB. That's not a flaw, just a realistic bandwidth note if you plan very demanding workflows. So who does this make sense for? If you want solid 1080p gaming with stable performance, a responsive desktop for everyday use, a curated bundle with keyboard included, room to upgrade later without a complex setup, this HP Omen 16L configuration fits those priorities in a balanced way. If your chief focus is the highest FPS at ultra settings or deep creative workloads beyond gaming, exploring higher GPU or memory tiers might be worth evaluating. Check current pricing below and evaluate it against your needs.